Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you guys are so very welcome indeed. Before we start the show, do you want to see the outfit? Do you love and live the beat? This beat is like a burgundy. I'm living for it. This is, I tell you right now, Rebellious Nudes. By whom? None other than Colored RAINE. Discount code Fumi. It is this color right here, and then I just circled it around with black, hence the burgundy drop earrings. Do you want to see the fit? I'm sure you want to see the fit. Let me get up and show you. There you go, my darlings. We're doing orange. It's all the way down. I love, you can see my socks. You can see me. Do you guys want me to do like a summer kind of lookbook for you guys? Orange is fun. Orange is nice. This outfit is by Zara. And it works, and you can wear them together and you can wear them separately. It's just really fun. And then you see you have this lovely white band right here. I love it. It works for me. Yeah? All right, let's do some bright. So, my darlings, Kim and Kroy are getting divorced. What? Yes, they're getting divorced. After how many years? 11 years, I think. After 4 children, twins included, as well as Kim's older children, I think 25 and 21, the girls, they're getting a divorce. I was kind of surprised. Because they seem to be copacetic. I thought these two will last, especially the kind of personality that Kroy was. Kroy, very patient, very calm, but we were hearing all kinds of things. Kim's house was in foreclosure. Kim has a gambling habit. She spent $250,000 gambling. American Express, she owes over $200,000. She owes the IRS 1.1 million. I think both of them, or each of them owed about $1.1 million. So they have been really living above their means. And apparently, Kroy, who used to be a former football player, he wants to have custody, full physical legal custody of the children, meaning that what? Kim will be the one who will have to pay the child support. Kimmy. I don't know. Let me call Big Papa. Let me see what he has to say, you know, because things are intense. So let me holler at Big Papa. Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Let me call Big Papa.
Hello.
Hello, Big Papa?
Yes.
How are you, my love?
I don't have any more money.
Oh, you better, because apparently Kim is getting a divorce from Kroy, and she's planning to come back to you, Big Papa.
No, I moved along.
You've moved along, so you don't want Kim no more?
No.
I should let her know that it's over, baby.
It's definitely over. Hasta la vista, baby.
Big Papa said, hasta la vista. I ain't got nothing for you. Kim, when I tell you, you see, you know, at the end of the day, I do tell you this. I am so happy that my platform grew when I was older, that I started to do YouTube at 46. Because when I tell you, I don't have time for the horse and pony show. And when I tell you, Ula has no time. The man doesn't spend no kind of money. He'll go to Marks and Spencer and buy like maybe one shirt, and that's it. He does not have no time for squandering. Fumi, you know what? I know that you like 1 or 2 pieces. When it's your birthday, I'll buy you 1 or 2 things or whatever. But when I tell you, Ula, as far as he's concerned, it's about investing. It's about having money in the bank. It's about having savings. You know what? I tell you, I will go to Ula and I'll be like, Ula, you know what? I really want to get this. And he will tell me directly, how will this affect Adrian Summer School future? He's always thinking about the future. Our house, as you guys know, very simple. We furnished this place with IKEA. Yes, we did. Many of you have seen it. Simple IKEA furniture, that is it. We don't, it's for what? To show off, to say what? The whole entire block can go out and get designer pieces. Well, you guys already know me. Zara, they should have been giving me some kind of store credit the way that I run up here with Zara. It's not important to me. Not at this age stage in my life, no. It's better for me to have provision for Adrian. And that is how Ula is. As good as Ula is, Ula will buy one shirt in Marks and Spencer. And that's it. He'll tell you, Fumi, I don't need it. Fumi, I'm okay. Fumi, I got this. And that's it. We don't have a car. We do not have a car. He said, Fumi, why? It's not necessary. No. Either you walk or you take transport. That's it. We don't need it. And I said, oh, wow. And I've come to love and respect him when it comes to finances, because he has really shaped me and shown me that money should be used for certain things. Other than that, it's not necessary. Have it in the bank. Have your security. Invest. You got children. You're spending what kind of money? It does not make sense to him. And I've adopted that. And so, you know, I'm very copacetic. All of this is like here. You come to my house, there's nothing to steal. There's nothing to steal. There really isn't. That's why when I have my cleaning lady or whatever come in, I'm like, you know what, just lock the door on your way out. There's nothing to steal. We don't really have anything of value. That's how we've just been living. And I like it that way. And I'm going to teach Adrian to be the same way. Kim, you have to curb your expensive habits. You used to buy wigs, Big Papa, $7,000. After a week, you would throw it away. I've had this piece for about 7 years. How about that? I don't throw anything away. I don't throw anything away. I don't have anything to prove. For who? For you guys? No. Because majority of us are regular folk. That's what we are. We're regular folk. Anywho, it was down out in the streets that there was also domestic abuse in the relationship. Kim put her paws on Kroy. And he wanted to leave about 2 years ago. I was shocked when I heard it. I said, say what now? And I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not. But apparently he's been unhappy for a very long time. And he ain't got the money like that. He was, well, they met on the show. I remember that. I think she went to some ballroom dancing thing and he was dancing there for charity or whatever. And they hooked up. And I remember how he adopted her 2 daughters. It is sad to see them divorce. It is sad to see that their house has gone into foreclosure. Things that could have been avoided. You had this wonderful platform. You were making money. You could have made more money. You didn't have to do all the pump and stance to show off and say, look what I got. I got this. Majority of the time, people that you're showing off to don't care. They really don't. How does it affect their purse, their bank, their eating, their mortgage? But that's new money. I will say that's new money. People that get new money, that's how they behave. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, let me spend, it will last forever. Old money, people with old money, they don't. They don't. They keep it for one generation to the next. They make sure that they've got their, you know, home and they've got their electricity on. They have 1 or 2 trips, you know, to Capri, something fabulous like that. But majority of my friends from old money, they have Hermes scarves that their mothers gave them and their mothers gave them. They just, you know, they're not new to this. They're used to this. And that's why they know how to use their money wisely. Kim, gambling. You're already in debt. Your house is in foreclosure. I would have moved. I would have said, guys, we got to move. We got to move. The money is run out. You know, I'm not making money on YouTube no more. I'm not getting no views no more. Ula has retired. We ain't got it like that. I got to move. Why do I care? That's the beauty of being in your 40s and 50s. You no longer care. I care about what's in the bank. I care that, you know what, we'll always be good. Agent will always be taken care of. I don't care about anything else. If this house burns right down to the ground, I can replace. It doesn't mean nothing to me. You know, that's another thing about being poor. For a long time, you know, when you're really managing, it's just not necessary. And she has 4 beautiful children. Twins, like I said. I think the twin set is 1 boy, 1 girl. And she had 3 boys with Kroy and 1 girl. So she has 3 boys, 3 girls because she had 2 older girls. And initially, when I heard this, I just thought, oh my God, they're trying to part ways because of the IRS, so that the IRS will get one and not both. I could do that. I could be like, Ula, you know what? You take care of Adrian. I don't mind. I can live rough a little bit. You know, let me take care of the IRS, but I don't want it to taint you. I'll tell you a story. And that is why, for me, you know, as a mother, it's interesting. When I was living in Norway, I had a credit card and I couldn't care less. And a couple of credit cards, as a matter of fact. And Ula was really good. He would go behind my back and he would pay, you know, the cards down. Anyway, I had the last one. And when Adrian was born, Ula gave me money. If I can't remember what it was for. And I took it and I paid it off. Because I said, whatever I do, but I never wanted to affect Adrian. And I realized that, Fumi, live within your means. If you can't pay for something right now, let it go. Or buy it knowing that you cannot get anything else. You have to stay within budget. I'm really proud of myself because these days, and I'm coming with the fitness exercises for you guys and so on, Ula is really teaching me and it's really paying off. You have to have a schedule. And it's amazing how much I'm able to achieve in the day from 6 a.m. because Adrian wakes up early. The amount that I can achieve by 12 noon is phenomenal. And I am seeing the results and I like it. And so I said, for me, you have to manage your time, manage your money, manage the way that you are living your life from the hours in the day to the days in the week to the weeks in the month to the months in the year. And I am seeing progress. I don't mind being a millionaire because then I can go into philanthropy and really give back because it makes me feel safe. It makes me feel secure. A diamond ring will not make me feel secure. Money in the bank makes me feel safe. It makes me feel secure. I like it. I like making money. But more than anything, I like that my life is becoming very structured and I'm disciplined. And it occurred to me, Fumi, of course, as you guys have mentioned it many times before, Ula is a national swim champion. 500 medals, 200 gold. And I realized to achieve that on a regular is discipline. It's discipline. It is self-discipline. Because throughout his career, there were ups and downs. There are things that don't go well, but you stick to the prize. You don't deviate from that. Adrian. You don't deviate from that. You stay focused. And when I got married, I saw a shift with me. When I had Adrian, when I tell you I leveled up, I have never worked harder ever in my life than I do now. Because I have responsibilities. And I wish that Kim could have adopted that for her children. Because if you have the discipline, if you have structure, and you have your timetable, really and truly, you will achieve. And you could never be in foreclosure. Because you will see that, you know what, you're hemorrhaging, you're bleeding, you're spending much more money than you're coming in. And it should never be that. If you really can just afford it, you can't afford it. So here we are. They're in foreclosure. They don't have no money. They're getting a divorce. Kroy wants to have, ultimately at the end, child support. You've got 4 children under the age of 15. I know this. The older girls are in their 20s. The younger ones couldn't be, no, because they only married, 11, 12 max. Then she had her babies. They must be 10 and under. I feel sorry for the children. Always think of the children, but we never do. You think of yourselves, and that's what's selfish. So, tardy for the party doesn't seem to be working out well. And before I sign out, Bethany Franco went all the way off on Kim. She was so angry, so mad, so invested in their business. I was like, Bethenny, what has this got to do with you? You can't even just keep quiet, but you just have to bring out all of this vitriol. I was very, very, very surprised because, you know, Bethenny is not that serious. You pay your bills, you do your own thing. How does that have any effect with Kim? Let Kim do her own thing. She's caught up now and she has to face the music. Plus, she's also facing a divorce. That's got to be hard. You've gone through a divorce, so you know what it is. You know what you went through with your ex-husband and your daughter. It doesn't matter if you were the poorest on the Real Housewives and, you know, you had to A, B, and C. What Kim did does not affect on you. The only reason why I'm bringing your name up is because you spoke up, you know, with such animosity.
So I was just on my podcast and my producers told me that Kim and Kroy, Kim Zolciak and Kroy are getting divorced. And I've heard all the rumors about the foreclosure. And I thought to myself, marriage is hard enough. Bringing other people into your life and highlighting it for years on TV. I did it for a short time and I paid the price. And I took it like a champ when I was scrutinized and, you know, they go with you in when it's happy and everything looks great. And everyone's coming with you when it goes down to the abyss in the shit pit, Slumdog Millionaire style. So they invited us into this life. And they've always been people who seem like they're spending more than they have. He's on a football salary, she's on a housewife's salary, and they're spending like the fucking plane's going down. And the thing is, you can't spend more than you make. And it's the old housewives model to get on the show, make no money, spend, logo, car, house, bankruptcy, foreclosure, because you can't keep up. You're writing checks you can't cash. And it's gross. It's like, what's wrong with America? When the whole real estate bubble crashed, that was because people were just financing their houses and the whole thing imploded. And I heard Kim and Kroy owe $1 million each. And it's like, good. Pay the IRS. You gotta pay. You wanna play? You gotta fucking pay. And, you know, all these couples that bring everybody into every single detail like they're perfect, it's a recipe for disaster also. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan, and then he's cheating. And it's Adam Levine and his wife. Everyone gets humbled real quick. So these two, you know, we're so perfect and we're so in love and we have all this money and we're spending and the diamonds and the this and the filters and the kids and everything. And then when the shit goes sideways, you invited us in when it was going good and it looked like a fairy tale or made us believe it was. Well, guess what? We're coming out with you too. So no one's gonna fucking respect your privacy at this time because there is no privacy at this time. And I think I get particularly lit when people spend what they don't have. It's like fucking up the whole system. It's like fucking with the IRS. Like, you pay your goddamn bills, right? I never spent a goddamn dime until I made money. Like, never. I couldn't afford a taxi. I would pray that someone would buy me a drink. Like, I never spent a fucking penny. I was terrified. I was on the cover of Forbes and called my business manager to ask if I could buy a handbag the first time. I was always terrified because you don't spend money you don't fucking have. My apartment was furnished by IKEA. When I was on the Housewives in New York, I didn't have it, so I didn't pretend I had it. I hate all show and no go. I hate fronting and stunting. Pay your fucking bills. That's all I have to say. Pay your fucking bills. So I talked about Kim and Kroy and their unfortunate divorce, which I really don't wish a public divorce on anyone. And why I talked about them has nothing to do with them, because I was rooting for them. And I'm sure, you know, they're decent people. I think I've met Kim once in my life. But I talked about them because there's this habit, this terrible habit of spending more than we have. And most people that are paying taxes, you know, are living paycheck to paycheck. And the name of the game is not spending more than you make or than you can. And I would say you don't want to have debt, but some debt is good. There is good debt. If you are buying a home and there's a certain way that you're going to pay for it and there's a good reason, or you want to build up your credit, there is such a thing as good debt. What you don't want to do is have bad debt where it's going to drown you. And I've had credit card debt when I was younger and consolidated and had anxiety about it. And obviously I've never been poverty stricken, and I've never been poor, but I've been broke. I've had insufficient funds and bounced checks and had a negative balance. And I've definitely been scared, honestly been scared. So the thing of it is, most successful people that are wealthy, that aren't just fronting and stunting, which is most of what you're seeing on TV, and that is what does aggravate me because it is a problem in the country. Most successful and wealthy people don't want to touch their principal. So even if you make a very small amount and you can cut out your Starbucks, or you can, you know, reduce your gym membership and walk outside instead or something, and you can look at it and you can start putting money to the side or taking money out of your paycheck and putting it to the side, you're going to be building a principle. So when I sold Skinny Girl, or when I get a big deal, I may buy myself something, but I take a chunk of it and I put it over with my business managers, and that's the principle. And wealthy people don't ever want to touch the principle. And you have to have a discipline. You want to keep shoving stuff over there. So God forbid anything ever happens, you lose a TV show, God forbid something happens medically or with your family, that principle is the nest egg that you are building or that you already have. And you just don't want to touch the principle. So when you start charging and you start living a life that you can't lead, and you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, you don't even have a principle and you're depleting. And most people don't have a discipline. Like, it's like putting it under your mattress or burying it in the backyard. You got to get it out. If it's around you, you're going to spend it. You're going to think you have it. So the name of the game is do not touch the principle, and don't spend what you can't spend. You know, having good debt is fine, and buying another asset like a home or something is fine, which you know, hopefully will appreciate. But you have to have a good ratio between what you make, what you're spending, and what you're saving. So if you don't know, ask somebody.
It's not that serious. I'm talking about it because I do pop culture, and I'm just letting you guys know that this is what's happening, and this is my 5 cents, because you guys, like I said, you're always like, Fumi, what do you think about Kim and Kroy? And I just, because she said that Candy Burris's neighborhood was ghetto. Well, here's Candy doing her thing, and here's you don't have a neighborhood. In fact, they're trying to get you out, and Kroy is trying to get you out of the house that you're sharing as of right now. So you got to be careful. Well, you know what? Maybe it's karma. Maybe it is karma, Kim, Zolciak, Biermann. You want to have your maiden name back and all of this. So what about the children? What about the 2 older girls that changed their name to Kroy's last name, Biermann? It is getting very dirty, and the gloves are off for this couple. I am surprised, but there you go. Money, 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 money. It will never save the day. It will never save the day, guys. Remember, we were talking about this just the other day. It won't. You have to find a guy that you can grow with, that you can build with, that has potential, because no guy comes ready-made. Not in these days. These days, you need 2 incomes to keep going. Yes, you do. Things are expensive, you know. And if you're thinking, I'll just sit here and I will wait for Mr. Fabulous to come ready-made, it's not going to work out, my darling. It's not. Okay? All of my love, darlings, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to hit the notification button, and I will see you guys when? Sooner than later. Ciao.